LinkedIn has grown to become one of the biggest platforms for job seekers and recruiters, and it's a powerful networking platform. Today, I'm talking to you about how to make a great LinkedIn profile in such a way that you can be found by recruiters, and it is such a powerful way of positioning yourself for career advancement because other companies can headhunt you as talent for whatever role that they're seeking. So if your LinkedIn profile is not optimized, and if you haven't taken the time to actually invest in making your LinkedIn profile look great, today I'm just gonna tell you some strategies, and you can take 1 hour and optimize your LinkedIn profile in such an amazing way so that it's easy for recruiters and other people to find you on LinkedIn. The first and easy place to start is definitely your LinkedIn profile photo. You know, I see some people with LinkedIn profile photos where they're holding their dog or cat, or it's their wedding photo and they've cut out their spouse from the photo, or it's a full shot, so it's really hard to see your actual face. And here's what you can do. You can choose to invest in getting a professional headshot, because then a professional photographer is going to tell you the colors that complement your skin, the hairstyle, and they're going to make your face look so professional. So if someone comes across your profile, immediately they just think of you of someone who's 10 times even more professional than what you actually are, just based on the photo. So the photo says a lot of things. If you don't have a photo on your LinkedIn profile, then many people are not going to reach out to you, because my first question is, what are you hiding by not putting your photo there? And other people will have told me that I'd rather not have a photo on my profile, because then I don't want people to judge me based on my looks. But it's important for you to know that your looks really they are just unique to you. So even if you think that, oh, you know what, my looks are not an advantage, I'm sure that your looks will be an advantage to somebody who's actually looking for potential talent online. And hiding your profile photo because you don't want people to judge you based on your looks is just wasting your time, because either way, people are going to see your face anyway when you go for job interviews or when you go for networking events. So why not just save yourself the time and put the profile photo? If you don't want to have a professional photographer do your headshot, you can actually just do this using a camera at home. Get a friend to come along and to actually help you, and you can do this for free, or get a sibling, somebody who's really good with photos. iPhones nowadays take really amazing photos, and iPhones have got features that you can actually utilize to create a headshot portrait that looks so professional. Make sure that the background looks clean. I use Canva to just isolate my image from the background, and you can use that as well. Canva is a free graphic design tool for dummies or for amateurs like me, and you can actually utilize this. And in addition to having a great LinkedIn profile photo, also have a background. If you don't have anything spectacular, or if you have nothing that you want to showcase, I know for me, being a business owner, I have one of my free workshops as a background on my LinkedIn profile. But for you, if you have nothing to showcase, then you can just put like a plain background. It can be maybe the ocean, something that just looks nice and something that makes your profile photo stand out. If you have been engaged in speaking engagements in the past, you can put a clean photo of you on stage. So whatever is just going to make you look, professional, something that will make your profile neat. Be creative with this as well. I use color. So if you go on my LinkedIn profile, which is Lorraine Dzeka, my profile photo, I've actually put a color in the background because then it stands out for me. But that is because the nature of my work involves marketing, and part of marketing is standing out. So for you, if you don't want to stand out, that's fine. headline, just keep a white background. It will do the job. The second thing is fill out as much as you can on your profile. So LinkedIn actually gives you points for filling out as much information as you can on your profile, because then it means that the algorithm is better able to place you in front of relevant people because you've filled out as much information as you can. So don't have this, this empty looking LinkedIn profile as if you're hiding from the world. If your intention is to advance and to get seen, then you need to put that information in. So the first bit of information is definitely your experience. I see people just put their job title and they put nothing else because they don't know what to put there. Here's my suggestion. Go to your contract or go to your position description and pick out the key highlights of what you do. I'm talking about your key performance indicators, the things that you're measured by on a month-to-month basis. And even in your own personal development growth, it's really important for you to know the key performance indicators by which you're measured. So go to that position description and then take the titles, take the wording, and use that to put into your experience section. So instead of just saying I'm a data analyst or I'm an attorney at this particular firm, then put in the main things that you do as a data analyst, put in the main things that you do as a lawyer at your firm, because most people are not doing that. The third thing is your education. Like, seriously, flaunt it. If you have it, put it there. If you've done a bachelor's, put your bachelor's degree on there. And then instead of just saying, let's say for me, I did my bachelor's at University of South Australia, I did my master's at Torrens University, go and look for the actual organization on LinkedIn. So on LinkedIn, let's say for me, if you go on my profile, I've actually linked to University of South Australia because it's a legit qualification. I don't need to hide my qualification because I didn't buy them. I earned them. And I'm sure you did the same as well with your qualification. So if you have a CPA, whatever you have, if you have a diploma in accounting, diploma in marketing, showcase that for the world to see. LinkedIn is like see it as your opportunity to shine. It's a storefront. And even if you're a full-time employee, I always tell people that as the CEO of your life, even though you're an employee of a company, you're the CEO of your life. And as the CEO of your life, your main role is to maximize profit. And part of maximizing profit is visibility and getting seen. Because there are all these amazing companies out there that are looking for your level of education and expertise. And unless you're putting it out there for them to find it and to see you, unless you're making it easy for them to find you, they're not going to find you. So fill in your education. If you had any special accomplishments when you were at university, definitely put those in as well. The next important section is your LinkedIn headline. Many people just put their titles in. So again, compliance analyst, banker, professional banker, investment banker, whatever they do, but you can make yourself stand out more by not only putting what you do, but also who you help. And you can play around with this based on your industry, but don't make it dull and boring like everybody else. What you're looking for here is really standing out. So I know for me, of course, being a business owner, I say helping millennial women, and then I talk about how I help them. And for you, you can, say whatever it is that you do. So maybe you're a family lawyer, so you can say family lawyer, helping families get compensation, or whatever it is that you actually do, but make it specific so that when someone looks at your LinkedIn headline, they're not guessing what you do. And the reason for this is job titles look different in different companies. So maybe for you, if you're simply a compliance analyst in your company, maybe that role looks different in another company. So you really want to make sure that people are not doubtful. People truly know what it is that you fully do, because you're making it easy for them by breaking it down on your LinkedIn headline. Once you've done that, the next step is the about section of the LinkedIn profile. And listen, I have to say, People's about sections on LinkedIn are boring. So if you're writing a boring about section, who do you think is going to have the patience to read it? Like, people have a very limited attention span, and remember, you're going for visibility here. You want prospective companies, recruiters. You want to network like a ninja here. You want to develop powerful connections and relationships, right? So you really want to write a very creative and catchy about section. The first thing on your about section is the hook. So you want to hook the reader in. So you can start by saying, my superpower is helping people reach their full potential. If you're a personal banker, for example, you can say, my superpower is helping people create freedom in their personal finances. So whatever it is that you do, I am sure you do it because you want to make impact. I am sure you have a millimeter of passion for what you do, and bring that passion, playfulness to that hook. Make someone say, this is spicy. I want more. Like, make people just become curious and come, you want to create that curiosity and that suspense, so that someone really wants to read more. I know that this morning when I was doing some research for another article, I was on Medium, right? And then there was this catchy headline, and I know this has nothing to do with this video, but it was about how my marriage ended in 10 seconds. The 10 seconds that ended my marriage. I was like, what? How is a marriage of 20, the 10 seconds that ended my 20-year marriage? And I was like, huh? She had me hooked. And I had to sign up for Medium as well because I was so curious, and I just wanted to read the whole story because I just couldn't believe it, right? It was just so catchy. And I want you to take that same approach. I am sure there is some excitement to what you do, and you have to get creative with this. And an easy way of getting creative is really talking to your good friends and saying, you know what? This is what I do. How can I spice it up and make it exciting in a way that someone else really wants to read my about section? The second step in your about section on your LinkedIn profile is you've hooked them up. So you've done the creative work of hooking the reader in. The next thing you want to do now is you want to tell the story, because now you have a potential recruiter, networker, attention. So now you really want to tell them about your journey. So tell them how your career journey has been. Shine. Don't be afraid. Don't hide your talents, and don't hide your achievements under the rock. Showcase them out for the world to see. So this is when you're talking about, the achievements that you've made in your career, how you've gotten to where you are. If you have achieved specific results in a team, or you have beat a certain target, you really want to highlight that in your story. Let your story tell a picture of you that says, I'm engaged in what I do. I'm passionate about what I do. I bring value. I know I'm making an impact in this world, and people are drawn to that. The third part in your about section is really outlining what you bring to the table. So let people know that, you know what, this is for potential recruiters or for other networkers who are looking at my profile. This is what I bring to the table. And again, like, more is better. Of course, you don't want a very long about section, but you really want to outline your key strengths, your personality traits. If you have a high emotional intelligence and you've resolved conflict in the past, then you really want to talk about that. Lastly, end your about section with a call to action. What is a call to action? Tell the reader what you want them to do. So you can end and say, let's connect. Or you can say, follow me. So if you have an online blog or a post that you're doing on LinkedIn, you can say, follow me. Or you can say, email me, and then put your email address there as well. But whatever it is, tell the prospective reader what it is you want them to do. Don't leave it there on the table. After you've set up your about section, then add your skills and endorsements. So LinkedIn enables you to add up to about 100 skills, I think. So whatever skills you have, have, endorsements you've gained in the industry up until this date. Add them over there, make it nice and chunky. And you know what, skills are so important because again, LinkedIn is a platform, meaning it has an algorithm, and with an algorithm it picks up keywords and places them in front of relevant people. So the more that your profile has, optimize it with keywords, then the better it is for recruiters and other companies to find you. If you're not sure what keywords to use on your LinkedIn profile, go onto a big website like seek.com and look at the keywords they're using for your particular role, and then use those same keywords, because then the algorithm just picks it up and then places it in front of relevant recruiters and seekers. And I think that some companies even do this electronically on LinkedIn, so they have a software that enable them to search for potential candidates based on those keywords. So go in, put in your skills, put in your endorsements. If you're not actively engaged in LinkedIn learning and advancing your skills, you can even buff up your profile more by being engaged in LinkedIn learning. Lastly, and this is a killer tip when it comes to standing out on LinkedIn and having a great profile, is get in the habit of creating content and posting it on LinkedIn. This is such a powerful thing to do, because the majority of people are not posting on LinkedIn. The majority of people are not creating anything that is worthwhile on LinkedIn. And you know what? If you're like, you know what, I'm shy, I don't want to create content on LinkedIn, then what you can do is you can reshare. So find someone who's in your industry who shares amazing content, and like their content, and then just reshare it on your profile, because then this shows that you're active on LinkedIn. And as you reshare it, people will come to follow you more, and they will come to associate you with particular messaging. So definitely start the habit of creating a post on LinkedIn, even if it's once a month. And then as your confidence grows, you can start doing it more often. Well, there you have it. That is how you can create a great LinkedIn profile in such a way that you stand out, and it's easy for recruiters and other amazing companies to find you on LinkedIn. I'm curious, what does your LinkedIn profile look like right now? Do you have a professional looking profile photo on your LinkedIn? Yes or no? If you haven't done so, hit the subscribe button and also the like button. I'll be so grateful as well if you can share this video with someone who needs to hear this message. I'll see you on the next episode. Thank you for watching.